May profits be upon you. Welcome to another weekly Forex forecast. We're looking at the pound USD. The pound USD. Cable. Yeah. Listen, today is September 7th, Sunday, and we'll take a look quickly at the economic calendar for the upcoming week. There's two Monday, Tuesday, no news drivers, no red folders. Be careful trading on those days. Price action could get a little wonky where there's no volume or liquidity going into the market. We got PPI on Wednesday. Thursday is the big day. Core CPI, Consumer Price Index. That's what the Fed looks at really hard to make decisions in regards to the interest rate. And we have weak numbers on Friday with the NFP. That only heightens the importance of the CPI data that's coming out on Thursday. So this one is the one to watch, and you want to be flat uh, because this news has potential to reverse markets. Hey, Friday GDP, another good news driver. So there'll be plenty of opportunities next week. Okay, let's look at the monthly time frame. Hey, if you haven't looked at it already, go and check out the two videos I already put out today, Euro USD and the US dollar index. This one is 18 minutes. Why? Because I take some time to break down that US dollar. All right, the Dixie is what I'm looking at. And that is going to determine how the euro and the pound go. So you want to check that out for sure. Okay. Uh, let's look at the monthly time frame here. What we can see is a bearish market, right? The monthly does say bearish. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. And we are in the correction of this bearish leg. And we are still in correction territory. You understand? Even though we're making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, yes, we are in an uptrend for months, right? Since 2022, right? Yeah, since October 2022. But this you got to ask yourself why? Why are we in an uptrend? Because the higher time frame is bearish, and when you're looking at a bearish trend, a downtrend, you're looking at lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Each one of these is a retracement, right? In the impulse correction, impulse correction, impulse. That's it. ICI. Okay. And when you see that move up, you got to ask yourself why we have a move up, because price is trying to create a potential lower high for the next lower low, the next bearish impulsive leg. Got it? That's it. So technically, we're bearish, but we are bullish on the monthly time frame, the monthly swing structure. Got it? Okay. Now, I want to also note something very important. At the high of this impulsive move is this impulsive move since February, March, April, May, June. July was the bearish one. The bearish uh, uh, the bearish month after 6 months of bullishness, and this one took that July swing, took out the swing high of the previous month, June, and took out the low and traded through that low. This is a bearish engulfer. This by itself, just like the opposite on the US dollar index, you'll see a bullish engulfer in July. This is a bearish engulfer. This is a very bearish indication. Now, I want you to see that we have retraced back into this bearish leg, and we are still in correction territory up here. All right. Until we take out the high, I will not change my bearish bias. Okay. Because we are in a correction overall. So I'm not going to change it to bullish. This is a bearish indication. I'm looking for price to turn over. Got it? because of that bearish candle. Now, if we go to the weekly, what do we see? We see that price made that low, took out, swing. Well, hold on. Let me make sure. I thought I had this marked and I didn't. Okay, let's see. Did we take out this low? Did we protect that low? Yes, we did. Okay, good. All right. Yeah, we just made higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. All right. I'm looking for this to turn over. And what we can see is the change in the state of delivery right here. Once price took out the last bullish leg, the that made the swing higher, price died below it, closed below it, and now we retrace back into this bearish leg, the correction, if you will. And you see the price action afterwards. We're still in correction territory. All right, we did manage to come up and take out that high here for a sweep of buy side liquidity. I'm looking for price to start to turn over at some point. Okay, you're with me so far, right? Let's go to the daily. This is where we get to make some sense of things or not. All right. So this is the bearish. This is where we have that change in the state of delivery. We finally get get price to trade below this that low that made the high. All right, and you see how price pulled back into it, and then we drop. All right, then we have this V-shaped recovery. This high was actually swept by this high. All right, that is a buy side liquidity sweep, still part of the overall correction, and we did not go higher than that. We tried here, and then we tried here, and then we get another engulfing kind of candle, and you can see that we traded below the low of this consolidation. All right, we took that low out. All right, and you see price is pulling back here to where we take out this high. All right, this is the new consolidation high. We just came back to the consolidation highs. That's all. All right, you can even call this the consolidation high. But when price started going sideways, we took that we made that high, sweeping this one, and then we swept that one. Okay, so uh, are we heading up or are we heading back? All right, this looks like a swing fail. This is what that looks like to me. We didn't go higher here. We didn't go higher here. We tried to go higher here, and you see the respect of this wick being shown here. I'm thinking that we might get a turn down. But let's take a look at this high. Price seems to like to sweep the buy side liquidity before it makes a move down. And this seems to be a well protected swing high. I like the idea of price moving up in order to move down. I do. Now, can price start to move down from here? It's most certainly can. What I'm going to look for, uh, uh, what I'm going to look for is if Monday we create a bullish fair value gap here, and then Tuesday and Wednesday is if we're going to see if price respects it, so that we can see higher prices. But if we see price close the idea, eliminate the idea of a bullish fair value gap here, we know that we're going to probably see these lows and we're probably going to continue down lower. This looks like the beginning of a correction where price is going to turn right on over. It looks like it to me. So I have a bearish bias coming into the market. All right. Even if it does come up here and sweep that high, I'm looking for it just to sweep the buy side liquidity, maybe form this triple top, maybe, and then come on down. But we've already formed a double top here, right? If you trade double tops and triple tops and stuff, we already did that and failed to come up higher. Here we went into consolidation, even though we ventured further down. We swept the sell side liquidity. I'm thinking that we're going to continue down. All right, that's where I'm at, and that's consistent with what I'm looking at on the U.S. dollar index. All right, so we'll see how the market opens. All right. We already see the candle forming for the open of the market. So we'll see how things develop. All right. I will see you in the next video. Hey, make sure you go check out those other videos for the Euro USD and the pound, and the US dollar index. And I will see you in the next video. Make sure you hit the boost button and hit the like button in order to get me to continue putting out this free information. And do leave a comment. I would love to know, are you bullish or biased in this market? Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.